The living room feels like a cage, dimly lit and suffocating with its silence and precision. Everything is in its place, as if the air itself fears to disrupt the meticulous order. Books stacked perfectly, rugs aligned with military precision, surfaces gleaming without a speck of dust. My eyes keep darting to the black and white photograph on the wall. Her face stares back at me, stern, unyielding. It's like she's watching, even now. The ticking of the clock is unbearable. It echoes in my ears, louder and louder, as if it's mocking me. I'm sitting in this stiff armchair, wearing this ridiculous sweater vest she insisted was proper. My hands are folded tightly in my lap, and I can feel the tension in my knuckles, but I don't dare move. I can't. My mother always said, "Good children sit still." I whisper, my voice barely audible in the oppressive stillness. Good children listen, and good children never disappoint. I pause, the words tasting bitter in my mouth. I can't help but remember sitting here as a boy, my knees pressed so tight together it felt like the bones might snap. Was that good enough for her? The ticking grows louder, each second pounding in my skull, and then I hear it a sigh, faint, distant, but unmistakably hers. Disapproving, as always. It's like she's still here, looming over me, judging. I look down at my hands. They won't stop twitching, no matter how hard I try to hold them still. My mind flashes to images. I can't seem to block outing my unkempt nails digging into my palms. A crumpled drawing from my childhood with one word scrawled across it in angry red. Bad. I blink hard, and when I open my eyes, the clock is all I see. Its hands are frozen at 3:33 p.m., mocking me with its stillness. But time has a way of undoing good work. I say, my voice trembling now. I'm not sure who I'm trying to convince. Doesn't it? If I keep sitting still, keep listening, maybe I'll get it right this time. The sterile, white-tiled bathroom feels cold, unwelcoming. I'm standing in front of the oval mirror above the sink, staring at my own face. But something's wrong. My reflection doesn't move the way it should. It's off, delayed, distorted, like it's thinking for itself. I whisper to myself, my voice trembling but soft, almost pleading. I don't lie to myself. I've been good, haven't I? A good child should have nothing to hide. My eyes don't leave the glass. I used to tell her that. Used to say it to the glass. There's a sound, whispers, muffled, faint, but unmistakable, like they're coming from inside the mirror. The sound of slow, deliberate breathing follows, but it's not mine. My own breath catches as I notice it. The reflection tilts its head. I don't. My chest tightens, and my breath quickens, shallow and panicked. A bead of sweat rolls down my temple, its path burning as it slides down my skin. But today there's something wrong. I whisper, more frantic now, as if speaking the words will make sense of it all. I swear it moved first. I swear I did everything right. Didn't I? I reach out, trembling, and touch the glass. It's cool beneath my fingertips. My reflection smirks. My stomach drops, my body frozen in place. The whispers grow louder, twisting and warping until they form a voice. Her voice, distorted but unmistakable. Are you sure you've been good this year? The words pierce through me, and then a loud crack. I stumble back, gasping, my heart racing like a trapped bird in my chest. I look at the mirror again, dreading what I might see. It's intact, perfectly intact. No cracks, no smirk, just my own terrified face staring back at me. It's a trick of the light. I whisper shakily, trying to force calm into my voice. Just light. Good children don't see things. The words feel hollow, but I hear her saying them now, as clearly as if she was standing right behind me. The room feels too quiet, the air thick with an unseen weight. The long wooden table stretches out before me, set meticulously for one. At the head of the table, a single plate of untouched food stares back at me. The clock on the wall reads 6 p.m. My posture is perfect, upright, stiff, just as she would have wanted. The silence is broken by the faint, unnerving sound of a chair scraping softly on its own at the opposite end of the table. I hear it, a knife tapping a plate. The sound sends a shiver through me. Somewhere in the room, a faint hum begins, a lullaby I haven't heard in years. It's almost comforting, almost. Dinner was her favorite time. I say aloud, my voice unsettlingly cheerful. The words don't feel like mine. Sit up straight. Don't spill. I swallow hard, my throat dry as I continue. I remember her face when I couldn't finish once. I thought the floor would open up and swallow me whole. My mind betrays me. A flash. An empty plate smeared with blood. I blink hard, and it's gone, replaced by the plate of food still sitting untouched. My eyes dart to the chair at the other end of the table. It shifts again, scraping slightly closer. My stomach churns. I ate it all. I always ate it all, I whisper, trembling now, as if pleading with someone unseen. Isn't that what good children do? I pick up the fork, my hand shaking. The first bite feels wrong. The sound of chewing echoes grotesquely in my ears, louder than it should be. Each gulp feels like swallowing stones. My face twitches, pain seeping into every motion. Then I hear it. A soft voice, barely more than a breath, whispering directly into my ear lyre. The word cuts through me like a blade. My throat tightens, and I choke violently, gasping for air. The plate tumbles from my hands, clattering to the floor. I freeze, staring at what has spilled. It's not food, it's ash. Dark, grey ash spreads across the floor, mocking me. No. My voice hoarse and panicked. I was good. I swear I was. The words feel empty, powerless, swallowed by the oppressive quiet of the room. The sharp edges of the broken mirror glint in the dim light, fragments scattered across the floor. I catch my reflection in one jagged shard, my face twisted and fragmented by the cracks. It's not just me staring back. For a moment, I see something else, a version of myself as a child, wide-eyed and afraid, peering through the broken glass. The sight sends a chill down my spine. My voice is barely a whisper, trembling as it escapes my lips. How do you prove it? How do you show them you've been good when they've already decided you haven't? My breath hitches and my chest tightens. Did I fail? Or did I just never understand the rules? A warped lullaby begins to fill the air, the melody twisting and echoing like it's seeping from the walls themselves. It's haunting, the kind of sound that makes your skin crawl. I froze, my pulse pounding in my ears. Then, without warning, a single knock reverberates through the room. It's loud and final, like the closing of a door I didn't know was open.